Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Thunder. Not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, Memphis, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And for the Grizzlies, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The forwards for them, Bane and Jackson. Wells is out there with Morant. And it's Edey in at the center position. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Williams is out there with Aaron Wiggins. And it's Hartenstein in at the center. Here's Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Shams, over the last decade, the Warriors were the team. And this decade is kind of wide open. So with young teams on the horizon, the deep roster of teams and talent in the West, a lot of people are talking about Oklahoma City as the team to watch in the 2020s. What do you think?
OKC has this league at the palm of their hands and really the direction. The nucleus led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in Oklahoma City, that is among the best. They have tons of picks. Kevin, I mean dozens of draft picks that they can trade to get even more talent. No organization is set up quite like the Thunder. They have to be aiming for championships down the line.
They've stayed the course. Agreed wholeheartedly with you. They're going to be fun. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by Morant. Basket good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points. Now we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one. But is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite? What's your best NBA arena?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game ASAP.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Memphis also making some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Smart comes in for Wells. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. He dialed that one up from long distance.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Wallace. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. A shot by Williams, no good. Here's Aldama. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Wiggins, and it's Williams at the 3-side. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Sinks that one from the post. Aldama's got 8 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Grizzlies making a change here. Konchar's checked in.
I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Taken away by Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Jaren Jackson, and it's Morant in for Pippen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's his first foul.
13 foul.
1:37 left in the first half of basketball. The Thunder shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
A moment now to check out some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And that one's good by Clark.
Man, if Clark ever hits that shot with consistency, watch out. That's a game changer.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wiggins, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Here's Clark. Here he goes. And the layup's good off the glass. Clark's got 7 now in this quarter.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on this. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. But these can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your lead.
Shifting back to that first half of play, let's focus on SGA.
Man, is he off to a strong start. That is more than enough of a...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. The forwards for him, Bain and Jackson. Morant is out there with Wells, and it's Edey in at the 5 spot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 32 points in the game, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
And Dort gets it to go.
The size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. Could be really effective at any position on the floor.
Got that one up quick. Bain's got 5.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And so they foul intentionally. Smart's checked in for Memphis.
14 foul. Checking in for the Grizzlies, number 36.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. It's Dort on the wing. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, starting the half here, 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. Ja Morant, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Pippen comes in for Wells. Let's take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. 4th, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
Morant throws it down.
And the agility.
Will be headed to the free throw line. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
The Thunder shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Wallace has got 7.
Yeah, you got to get up tighter than that. Some players you can give that much room to, but not him.
That ties it up.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. The shot and game clock separated by 4. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Wallace, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wallace has got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Williams with the steal from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been...
Marcus Smart, he's feeling it tonight and has been a driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. He'll get you back to the action after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Wiggins is out there with Hartenstein, and it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Morant passes to Jackson. The Thunder pull it in. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams. This one for 3. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, good for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Thunder. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And don't sleep on... Baines' ability to go right to the rack. That'll happen more often than not.
And the whistle blows. And it's going to be on Ja Morant. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And that is a big loss for this team. This game's still in the balance, and he's someone they always want in there at crunch time. And luckily, they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. Coach is not happy with that 3-point pattern. He told his team, we're down because they're making more 3s than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Right?
Thank you, David. Wells' shot is good.
Yeah, Bane has really good passing instinct. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 46 points.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. And that one's good, Caruso. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff.
And again for three.
He's got his defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
Oh, they give it up and they get the lead right back. 2 triplers back to back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
Payne for 3. Count it! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, incredible. They just does not back down.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Dort, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Then for the Grizzlies, Edey comes in for Santi Aldama. And Smart subbed in for Pippen. Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive.
And a calm in the storm. These fans taking in the moment.
He has made it 4 from outside and brought to the most threes in a game in franchise history. And so here is Oklahoma City. They lead by 1.
And SGA is used to burying these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
We've got a timeout call by Taylor Jenkins. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up missing both free throws.
It looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out. He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
So he can't get either to fall.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.